There's a reason people stop thinking when a confident voice starts speaking. A reason your mind goes quiet, even when your instincts don't. It starts in the moments you never admit to anyone. Those silent hours where the world feels too unstable, and you just want someone, anyone, to sound like they finally know what they're talking about. That's when the trap opens, because the human brain is terrified of uncertainty. Not danger, not chaos, uncertainty. And the one who speaks with absolute certainty, even if the world around them is collapsing, becomes magnetic. You don't follow them because they're right. You follow because they feel unshakable at the exact moment you're falling apart. This is the dark psychology no one talks about. Dominance feels like safety when your nervous system is exhausted. Figures who speak in absolutes, who never flinch, who divide the world into simple enemies and simple heroes, aren't just leading, they're feeding a craving. Psychology calls it closure hunger. Your brain's desperate attempt to escape the pain of, I don't know. And a dominant personality is the fastest escape route. They speak in certainties. Your mind stops spinning. They point at a villain. Your fear gets direction. They speak loudly. Your confusion gets quiet. But here's the part people never see. The moment you accept someone else's certainty, you surrender a piece of your own mind, bit by bit. First your doubts, then your questions, then your ability to think in gray. Eventually, your sense of self. Because dominance doesn't just influence people, it absorbs them. It replaces your intuition with their confidence, your caution with their anger, your perspective with their worldview. And you don't even notice it happening, because it feels like relief. This pattern starts long before adulthood. Kids raised in unstable homes learn one lesson early. Find the strongest person in the room and stay close. Not out of loyalty, out of survival. And that childhood wiring doesn't disappear. It matures, it evolves, it hides. But it never stops searching for the next strong figure to attach itself to. That's why people cling to dominant personalities, not because they're powerful, but because you learned to fear being unprotected. But here's the twist. What once protected you, now controls you. When someone else's certainty becomes your emotional oxygen, you stop breathing on your own. This is how adults lose themselves, not in chaos, but in someone else's confidence. The healing? It's not about rejecting strong individuals. It's about becoming someone whose inner world doesn't collapse at the first sign of uncertainty. It's learning to sit with questions without needing someone to answer them for you. It's choosing nuance even when your fear wants absolutes. It's letting your own voice get louder than the people you once depended on. And one day, you realize something terrifying and liberating. You never needed a dominant voice to save you. You only needed space to hear your own. And if hearing this made something inside you go quiet, or made something inside you wake up, remember this: your mind was never weak. It was just waiting for someone to tell you that it belongs to you again.